Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to solve the Devvortex machine. This is a great machine to practice our fundamental enumeration and map exploitation skills. So we are kicking things off with our standard, aggressive, and map scan to see what we are working with. So first of all, Nmap. This is Nmap, just Nmap. So we have two ports open, which is 22 and 80. Knowing the ports is just half the battle. Next, we run our service detection and default script against those specific ports to get a better understanding of the target. Nmap p2280 default script version detection. So the detailed scan reveals that we are dealing with an Ubuntu machine. Port 22 is running OpenSSH, and the port 80 is running Nginx 1.18.0, and it says like did not follow redirect to devvortex.htb, so we can add this in the host file to resolve this domain better. The machine will be 10 and delete the last part. So if we navigate to this target, so it should be like HTB Devvortex.htb. Contact us and home about to begin it, and pros we elevate your user presence, ensuring it resonates with your target audience. Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. So you may want to like intercept the endpoint and test. So I like to open burp suit and proxy intercept on send, and I can get but this looks to be the get endpoint. It looks also not that interesting, so intercept off, and we can also check this further. Intercept on, subscribe. It just redirects to the page. So this forms looks to be completely static, so it is just dummy HTML templates that don't actually process anything on the server side. So at this stage we can go to the subdomain enumeration part. post text user share checklist discovery DNS subdomains top 1,005,000. We can find a lot of files with the size 154. So in order to find the unique results, I'll stop this and filter the 154 file size. File size filtered. We can find dev endpoint. So we may want for this to be finished at this stage. So we can also add this in host file. It should be like dev.devvortex.htb. And at this stage, I would like to enumerate the endpoint. So before this, I would like to open the tmux. Before this, sudo py. I'll customize this and so what we are going to do is we have just Devvortex domain and Devvortex with the dev subdomain endpoint. So we like to check this with the gobuster command. This is just devvortex.htb user share. And we can copy and paste. Oh, and this time just with dev subdomain. But I would like to filter the 403 status code. Of course, at this stage, potentially you can also use GoBuster command with the bigger bigger word list, which contains more data, but something like this. But at this time, it should be just okay with the common word list. But when I see this at the first time, I also run this command with this directory list 2.3 medium word list file, but I know that it's only visible for just common word list, so I will leave this like this. But you can of course try this with the just Devvortex HTB and like dev.devvortex HTB on the screen. So at this stage we can find that there is like about HTML, contact HTML that we have observed to HTML. I think we may want to check the readme file in the with the dev subdomain. So readme.txt. I think I'm intercepting, so it appears that the dev.devvortex.htb, this website is using Joomla CMS. It is like 4.x and I think it's 4.2. Joomla is a content management system which enables you to build websites and powerful online applications. It's a free, open source, and simple and powerful web server application, and it requires a server with PHP, either MySQL, PostSQL, or SQL Server to run. Maybe there could be the dedicated scan for the Joomla CMS. Maybe you can check this instead of like GoBuster and using GoBuster command further. Like we can use like customized enumeration script for the like Joomla CMS. I think scan we can. There is this scan. We can use this scan called Joom scan. So at this stage we can also use this command. Maybe I can look further. The use case should be Joom scan, but like mostly this Parrot OS Joom scan must be pre-installed, so I will cancel this and Joom scan -u. It says like it is using Joomla 4.2.6. Maybe you can find whether there is vulnerability for Joomla 4.2.6. Vulnerability. So this is regarding Joomla 4. There could be, I think this CVE is similar to Joomla vulnerability. So the advisory describes an improper access check affecting Joomla 4.0.0 through 4.02.7. So it should apply to this website as well. So we would like to check phone and GitHub. Maybe we can just like check this in the just GitHub like this. I think GitHub. So we can find this. So I would like to clone this to check this further. I will use this. Git clone and cd and I think we can read this. So this is an authentication bypass resulting in an information leak on Joomla. Servers auto-rated medium severity. The vulnerability could allow an attacker to achieve code execution. That likely justifies the interest attackers have shown in this vulnerability. So we can find that the DB and it could be DB user and password and so on. So this is must be the use case. We need to install the requirements first. And then we can run this. I want like massive scan. Devvortex.htb. Maybe I can check more use case regarding this. I'm not sure. Scanning. I think we can make the file which contains the dev.devvortex file. So sudo vi url.txt. I'll just select this and http devvortex.htb. Should be url.txt. So we can find that the database type is MySQLi and prefix is like this, and database is called Joomla and username is Luis and password. So we can find the Luis and password, and maybe you can check the result here further. If you check this further, it says like there is, oh sorry, I think if we check here further, there could be admin page with the administrator endpoint. Maybe we can navigate this. Administrator. Perfect. So at this stage we can use this Luis credential. Luis and this, I think Luis delete. Perfect. So we can navigate this. I want to check the user manage. Louis looks to be super users, and Logan Paul. There is also a user called Logan Paul. I think this could be the key to the user shell, but I cannot find the password. Maybe at this stage we can search like Joomla reverse shell, whether there could be any instruction regarding this. It appears that there is like Joomla web shell plugin for RCE, so it looks like we can have the web shell. Ecosystem comments via an API with action and download files from the remote. So at this stage we can follow this process. We can clone this, git clone cd Joomla, and the endpoint looks to be like this, and click on upload package file. I can duplicate and then copy and paste. So we need to install the web shell plugin. So I think it says like package file, so I believe that it it could be related to plugin. I think it is not. This package file, this looks to be package file. So we have successfully installed, and next it is like maybe instead of this I like to intercept this endpoint. So if it's working, I can use like reverse shell on the cmd equals to id part. So this, and I think I couldn't copy somehow. This, and it is working. So at this stage we can intercept this. So repeater. So we can use like we can get into the web shell using this command. So shell generator. I would like to use this at this stage. I think for my IP address is 14.6. Copy and paste and URL encoded this part, and then I think I can set the listener and run this command. So I can have the web share now. Perfect. But at this stage, I would like to perform the shell elevation for better investigation. So first of all, Python D3. So this will import the pty module and spawn bin bash. So perfect. And Control Z. And stdy. It tells our local terminal to pass all keyboard inputs like arrow keys and Control C. And stdy. And echo tells our terminal to stop printing exactly what we type, preventing us from seeing double text. And fg brings our backgrounded naked section back to the foreground. stdy raw, I think we missed this. Actually missed this. And enter a lot and export term extern to make this as the more readable and better shell. So at this stage, you like to transfer the LinPEAS file on this. So I think we can transfer from here. And this is the Python server. And gtm cur HTTP. I think we can duplicate this. And then LinPEAS. And run the LinPEAS.s. Wait. I think I've already transferred before LinPEAS.sh, so LinPEAS.txt. So I would like to review this file and LinPEAS.txt. Yes, I think for visibility. There looks to be 3306, which looks to be related to MySQL, and it was local only, so it was not visible in Nmap scan. And there looks to be the users with console logon and root, so we may need to go to the logons shell and then escalate to the root shell. It is running MySQL and so even when you review the backup files and like all files still like it turns out that it would not be useful for investigation further. So at this stage we can have this credential to enter the MySQL. So MySQL Luis, enter password. This. Copy and paste. So the database looks to be Joomla, so use Joomla show tables. There looks to be interesting interesting table called select from SD4FG users. It says like there is the logon's credential, which also has the like permission to have the console. So we can copy and paste, and this looks to be the hash that we need to crack. So I will crack this here, and hash ID to find which hashcat command to run. It is 200. Before this we need to unzip the word list and rock and hashcat 3200 and this and rock you. So I missed this. So it is like the quiero mucho. The password looks to be logon, and the quiero mucho. Perfect. So we can get the user shell, and at this stage I would like to know what the logon user can run with sudo permission. Quiero mucho. It says it can run Apport-CLI. I'd like to know about this. User being Apport-CLI privilege escalation. Maybe I think sorry. I think there looks to be the privilege escalation like this. Sudo -l, the vulnerability is similar to only works if assigned in two orders. I think if we check this in here, I'm not sure whether I can check this here, but -l, it looks to be under 2.26. I'm not sure clearly, but potentially we can use this. And found in an earlier, which is similar to if a system is specifically configured to allow unprivileged users to run sudo less is configured as the pager and the terminal size can be set, a local attacker can escalate privilege. So we can use this command at this stage from the logon user. It says like maybe I can try v. It doesn't work. I need to navigate to this folder. Actually there should not be there. I think clear this again because when I previously done this I used them, but maybe we can create just random crash file.crash, let's say, and I'd like to run this command with the just file.crash file.crash. It doesn't run as expected as well. Maybe we can have the var crash example documentation. We can find the random file like this. Apport. It looks to be crash report, I think. Crash report of example. I think I also need this as well. This doesn't help. Crash documentation, how to debug like this. I think we can get the example here. Enable. Maybe we can use this crash file and we may need to transfer, so close this and I think $sign. And user has been named, I think. So run this command again with that crash file. I think And then when I check this, no, I think it is when I check this again, I need to press capital letter V and bin bash. Cd root. Perfect. So we can get the root shell like this. So I hope this video was helpful, and if this was helpful, subscribe and thumbs up like button will help me a lot. Thank you so much.